Hello everyone, this is Crustlemania and welcome back to another video. This is the third Facebook Marketplace pickup video, and for this Facebook Marketplace pickup video, I actually purchased some cards from the same seller that I purchased the last cards from in the last Facebook Marketplace video, which was the Glaceon V-Star and Entei Full Art from Galarian Gallery. The last time I purchased cards from this seller, I just said to him, hey, if you have any more cards in the future, feel free to let me know. He said, maybe I have some other clients, but we'll see if anything comes down the road. So I wasn't really expecting him to reach out to me at all, but he reached out to me because I was kind of looking at some other things that he had that I didn't really realize he was selling as well. And he mentioned to me like, hey, I'm going to be selling some more cards pretty soon, just to let you know. I said, oh, okay, cool. So I wasn't even really thinking about purchasing some stuff. I mean, I was lightly thinking I was maybe going to purchase some things from him just from what I saw, but wasn't really concrete that I was going to pick certain cards up. And then he sent me a full list of what he was selling, and it was pretty crazy what he had. So I picked up a lot of the lower end stuff of what he had. But he had some higher end 151 cards and some Paldean Fate full art cards that were higher end. And for me, I was initially going to try and swing on him, but then when I thought about it, the margins didn't seem too good for me. So for this seller, he told me that his margins were like kind of what he set his margins for were pretty much what he was going for. So for me, I basically bought the cards at 85% of TCG market value. Now, as a person trying to resell the cards, that's not really advantageous. But the way that this transaction worked was basically the seller had a offer from another client of his that was willing to trade him 100% sealed product for 100% price of market value of what he was wanting. And he said to me like, hey, I can't go any lower. And I actually made him do quite a bit of work, so to speak. Like, I was asking him for certain comps, I was asking him for certain pictures, I was asking him a lot of questions. And I would really feel bad if I said, hey, I don't want to purchase these cards after making him do all that work. So I decided, you know what, to maintain the relationship that kind of we built so far. And because the guy's pretty cool and he sold me some pretty nice cards in the past, I'll do the deal. Even if I don't really make a profit off these cards, like, it's really good to have some of the cards and kind of maintain the relationship. And I don't want to buy too low because I understand the other side of being a seller for selling cards. So I just understand that. So I purchased about 11 cards from him and 2 sealed products. So the first card is the Zia Aura VMAX from Galarian Gallery. I think my friend might be looking for this one, so I'm not sure if this is going to go towards him. I picked up an Irida trainer card, and this one I may trade or I may sell depending on when I go to a card show. I might trade for this one. Crobat V from the Trainer Gallery. I saw this card at the card show that I went to last time. I didn't pick it up. It's a lower end card, but it's pretty nice. The Pyroar full art card. This one's pretty nice. I think it's from Paldean Fates. This one's pretty funky. It's pretty funny. Arctipax. It's just a funny art, and the Pokemon is pretty funny. So 151. So the first Almanite, I picked up 3 of these. The second Almanite card, which is pretty crazy, and the third Almanite card. And the 151 cards were a main reason why I picked up this listing, but the third Almanite 151 card. So here's a 151 full art Nidoking. Really nice card as well. 151 Poliwhirl, which is a really nice card as well. Full art. And a full art Fuecoco card. This is a very interesting card as well. One of these starters from, I think, Scarlet and Violet. So these are the cards I picked up there. And the other 2 things I picked up were 2 sealed poster boxes of 151. So I paid pretty much almost at market for these. The poster I actually thought was interesting. My friend showed me the posters in the past, but I don't really plan on selling these yet. one for sure I'm going to keep. The other I'm not exactly sure, but for now both of them I'm going to keep because 151 is pretty desirable, and I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with these, but I know 151 is really popular, so I'm going to sit on these for a little while just because I think they're just pretty cool sets. So I bought those at near market, but it's okay because I don't think you can find those from doing like a Google search for those cards. I'm not sure if you can find those two boxes, but those two will be sitting for a while, so those won't be for sale anytime soon, or not for a while. So these are mainly the 11 cards that I picked up, and these cards are quite interesting. As I mentioned before, the main reason why I picked up these cards is, one, this seller is really nice. I know where he gets his cards from. He pulled all the cards himself, put them in sleeves, and maintains the condition of the cards. So these are the 3 Ammonites. And the 151 cards I was really wanting to swing on because I know how popular 151 is right now as of recording this video. And the full art and illustration art rares do pretty well for me. This Arctic Backs is pretty funny and goofy. I gotta like it, actually. It's grown on me. Like, when I first saw the card, when he sent me the pictures, I was kind of like, what is this card? But I think it's a funny card, and the Pyro Roar kind of reminds me of the Lion King. And I think this Pokemon's from Sun and Moon, I'm not sure. But the main reason I swung on these cards is, as I said, 151 and some of the full art cards. The Irida I was going to purchase just because I may want to trade that card. I have sold one of them before, but trainers don't do so well for me in terms of the past, in terms of selling. So the Fuecoco I thought was a really cool illustration art. Poliwhirl is really nice, and the Nidoking I always thought really looked cool. So overall, really great to have purchased these cards from the seller. The seller is a really cool guy, and I know I paid up for these cards. I mean, 85% is not too bad. I asked him for 80%. He said, I can't do that just because of the higher end illustration rares, and I understand that. Like, I don't want to lowball people too crazy. Like, I know you're supposed to make a profit, but the way I'm running this thing right now, I'm not really making profits. But I figured 151 cards, I'll hold them for now because they're probably gonna go up in the future. Even if the bubble dies down, I still have a funny feeling 151 is gonna be like a top seller just down the road as Scarlet and Violet ends, as my friend told me. So they're going to be more desirable, and 151 to me reminds me of base set. It's just the more modern version of base set. So anyways, this was a unexpected pickup. I really did not expect to pick up this much stuff. I spent about a total of 130, so 130 USD, and that's the most I've ever spent on cards. I was pretty nervous doing this, so I don't know about how that is in the future. But anyways, these are all the cards that I picked up, and as the selling journey goes, we'll see how many cards I pick up in the future. This is what I predicted. I'd pick up some cards in the beginning of the year, but I don't know how many of these cards I'm actually going to put on my eBay page as of yet. Just maybe 3 or 4 of them, because the rest of them I might hold for a little bit, but we will see, because I will pretty much play out and see how the Pokemon bubble goes and how far 151 will go. But I figured I'd pick up on the 151 product while it was available, and the deal that the seller, Facebook Marketplace seller, gave me was good enough for me, and I didn't want to lowball them too bad. So anyways, hope you guys liked this video. Don't know if I'll make a profit on this one, but just an interesting pickup video, and that's how it goes. So have a good one, everyone. Peace.